Yo, you already know what it is, man. High Society Podcast, episode 42. You already know, man. I'm your host, B-High. We got Sash 24 in the
What's
building.
good, man? We in the building, baby.
Queasy's way in the building. High Society First Lady, she's back in the building. Jazzy, say what's up.
I am back. It's been a while, but I'm back.
It's been a while, but she back, man. Then we got, Newark, New Jersey's and Jersey City's own Avarex in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
We here. Let's get it, Jersey.
Yeah, man. I'm
Jersey,
digging this
that's
nigga vibe, man. I fuck with the vibe,
man. This
man.
nigga came in here very, very confident, man. Let the people know what it is, you know what I mean? Where you from, who you is, what you about, and you know what I mean, the type of shit you got going on.
Well, I'm from Newark and JC, New Jersey. Like I said, man, I had to bounce around a lot as a kid. I've been on my own since I was 15, so you know, I got one of them stories. But besides all that, music kept me out of a lot of legal trouble, and you know, we here. I just like the music speak for itself. You know what I mean? When you listen to my music, you'll understand me a lot better.
Okay. That's what's up. And, you know, we in a new room right now, you feel me? Because we doing a little construction to our main room, so you know what I mean, the viewers and shit, y'all gotta bear with us and all that. But you know, Jazzy, she was adamant about coming back this week because of the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. You feel me? Entanglements. You know what I mean? We touched on it a little bit last week on episode 40, I believe. But yeah, Jazz, you since you were so adamant about this, you know what I mean, you kick it off, you know what I mean? What's going on with Will and Jada? Here you go.
Bring me the mic.
Turn the other way.
It's been a while. Hold on.
Move on up. Get
I'm
ready.
the shortest one of the
Get
crew.
ready.
All right. So when the interview first came out of the Red Table Talk with Jada and Will, when they first came to the table, I didn't watch it. I waited, you know, not purposely, but I just didn't have time to watch it. So I'm seeing everyone bashing Jada. Oh, she a hoe, this, that, and the third. She stepped out on her marriage and the whole entanglement. The jokes were funny. All right, I watched it and I'm just like, y'all really sitting here bashing this girl. First of all, niggas cheat every day. I'm not saying all niggas, but let's be real. Like, niggas cheat every day. Like, and I've never been in a relationship for over 20 plus years, but when she said that she wanted to feel good again, just to wrap that up, I just feel like, one, she's not wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure they have that relationship where they tell each other everything. Like, they was honest. Like, I mean, that was 4 years ago, first of all. Why I still bringing up shit from 4 years ago?
Yeah, but how you feel
shit
about it?
New to the internet, you know that shit.
I'm saying, like, he came out with it, though. Like, how you feel about it, Avarex? So you feel he was wrong for even, like, bringing that up?
So I got my own issues, so can't speak on another man issue. But to what Shorty's saying, she right, niggas do cheat every day. So you gotta respect the fact that she came out as a woman and said that on a big platform. You dig what I'm saying? We live in a time where people just, they love to bash you for any little thing you do. So, you know, that's their business. People just need to mind their goddamn business sometimes. So that's my opinion. I can't speak on another man's relationship because I got my own demons that I deal with.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah, amen.
Right. But I'll say this though, man. You feel me? Man, listen, man. We'll get. I mean, what somebody do in their bedroom was their own business and shit like that. Now that man wanna let. I mean, somebody else. I mean, bone his broad. Then I mean, God bless.
Nah,
him.
but they said they was on a break though. You know what I mean? He said that they was on.
And then like you gotta think. My man is Will Smith. You think Will's by himself? Come on, bro.
Nah, I feel you, but he's saying that they was on a break. That Will and Jada, they was separated during this time.
Ain't no telling the girl that Will was cheating with probably made Jada question her whole self-esteem, man. You feel me?
Word.
Come on, bro. You feel me?
I just feel like
he probably don't have a kid at this point. He's like 20 years.
I think they got through that, but like you said, the demons, everybody got their own demons, right? I think she just exposed her demons. You feel me? Like with her saying that he was sick and You know, stuff like that. Like
let's not pick it.
no,
though.
but you
Let's
gotta
not-
look at it. You gotta look at it from a historic
If she
review, right?
nursed the nigga back to health and shit.
Like, look at it. Jada, as a little girl, she seen her mother and had to take care of her mother because her mother was hooked on drugs, right? So look at that caring standpoint, right? And look how she probably went up. Like, you gotta look at childhood, how she probably went up to doing that to people, fixing them, right? Tupac.
She couldn't. She couldn't fix Tupac.
But you dig what I'm saying? So you gotta look at that pattern. That's why I only say like the demons was exposed like that. Like now you can see her demons. Like, you feel me? What she need to work on. You feel me?
I get that, but I just feel like the bashing of her, like, oh, what? Because they like on Facebook, people like, oh, any woman that agrees with Jada or is cool with that is a hoe. Like, no, I agree with Jada, and I'm not a hoe. Like, I just feel as though, like, okay, she stepped out. Okay, they were on a break.
No,
at the end of the
Yeah, I
day,
don't think she a hoe.
I think y'all
I don't
got it
think she
all
a hoe
wrong.
at
I
all.
think y'all got it wrong. It's no break. They wasn't on a break. That's the type of relationship they into. Like that's
Word.
their
It's
business.
like Monique
They
got
been
one of them
doing
shits
that.
too. Like
That's
that.
their type of relationship.
No,
The
Monique,
reason why they
yeah.
say they on the break is because people relate to that more than we got this special marriage where you know what I mean, somebody can nail my wife and I'm cool with it type shit.
We still go
Like-
home with each other at night.
Like, people don't really relate to that. So saying that, oh yeah, we on a break, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was through with your ass, Jada. People could relate to that easier. You feel what I'm saying? So it's an easier conversation to have.
pill to
Like,
swallow like that.
exactly. You feel me? Like
at the end of the day, that's their relationship. That's their marriage. Like they said, we
Right.
ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. And for them to make a joke about it, I think that's dope. Like to have that type of bond with your husband, like they lifetime partners. Like
Nah, it is dope.
I mean, like I feel as though
Yeah, but
the
why can't it
entire.
be like the husband and we just be men? Like when you got a bone with a dick.
I feel like the entire
It go like
situation
that. It go like that
was
though.
blown out of proportion. That's how I feel. I
It
feel
go like that though.
I'm just
You know what? At the end of the day, arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. That's all. Yeah, y'all right about the wrong shit. Like that's your top.
Facts.
But Avarex, right? Check it out, right? If you had the how did you like the verses that go on and shit? Like, do you a fan of that go on IG
Oh yeah,
Live?
hell
and all?
yeah.
What was your favorite one?
When I seen the Kiss and Jada, but the first one I seen was Scotty and Manny Fresh. That was
that was hard. That was hard.
That was. I seen it. You know, some of that stuff is too long because I got like a busy schedule, so I try to check in. But when I seen Fab and Kiss do it, I had to watch that.
That was your favorite
That was my
one?
favorite one.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite one too.
Yeah, me too.
Real talk. Like, I think they doing. What's the next one they doing?
They about to do DMX and Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
That's gonna be crazy. That's another one I gotta tune in for.
That's a crazy one.
Snoop got Snoop got some bangers though. Like he got a lot of like
Yeah.
shit,
But you gonna see a divide in coast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to bust y'all bubble, but my favorite one was Jagged Edge and 112 because I love Jagged
I never
Edge.
watched that. I
But
probably wouldn't watch that.
I was really
That's
like,
just me.
I mean, like I know that's like a little bit off my
It's
era,
like Tank-
but
Tank
that's my
versus
shit.
Joe or some shit like that.
all right, that's
Nah, yeah, I watch that
That's
too.
that's just me.
I
you
had some
feel me?
candlelight, I like that
But
stuff.
DMX versus Snoop Dogg, I think.
Darnell Jones versus Music Soul Child. But them D-list
At
back
first,
verses and shit.
at first though, like my bias, because DMX is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like, I wanted DMX to win, but then you think about all the songs Snoop Dogg got and how far he can go back. It's gonna be a
I'm talking about all
dog
them
fight.
beat
It
covers
is.
and all them
No
shit like
pun
that,
intended.
bro.
This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you gonna go back. He gonna go into that Chronic bag, that Doggy Style bag, the Two of America's Most Wanted bag.
Then he hit you with So Beautiful.
He ain't hit you with the Pharrell bag, then the drop it like it's like he been around for a long time. Like, I think that's gonna be a dog fight. You know what I mean? No pun intended. But you know, it is what it is, man. But
That shit gonna
Yo,
be
so
alright.
like, as an artist coming up, like, what's your inspiration as an artist? Like, who you look at, like, as far as that gave you inspiration to say, yo, I could rap, I could do this.
I have a catalog of artists from Max B to Jadakiss to Styles P to Fab, of course. A lot of artists, 50, Hove, when the whole Rockefeller was out, Dipset, of course, Joel Santana,
Yo,
Lloyd
but you
Banks.
got me with the bigger veil. You
Max
said,
B,
Of course, Big Vel, yeah.
that's an interesting choice. Like how
Yeah.
Max B influence your music? Like, you be, I ain't here. We gonna watch a video, but like throughout your music, do you try to do the harmonizing stuff more?
Well, if you really think about it, before Big Avell, it was 50 that was doing that.
Yeah.
And Nelly was doing that.
Yeah.
So we always was in tune to it, but you know, Big Avell, he just took it to a whole nother platform. He just never got his shot because of his case and all of that. But to answer your question, Max definitely influenced me a lot because we was in the streets around that time when he was out. You dig what I'm saying? Like we was in the trap house, bagging and diamond. We was listening to Kiss and Big Avell all day, every day.
So it's a nostalgia
you know, when
type
the
of
Sour
thing.
was running through the streets heavy, when the Dot was running through the streets heavy around 07, 08.
Nike boots and all that.
The Nike boots and the you know, the rock and roll belts and all of that. You feel me?
It's like-
That was the
a
wave.
sound-
Like that's what
Yeah,
you.
it was a
yeah.
wave. I come from that.
It's like what
And
we
French
was-
Montana too. That's
Yeah.
one of my
French,
other
that's what I
favorite
was about to
tugs.
say. That
Coke boy
whole
shit.
Coke boy stuff. That was the wave. Like you grew up in that
He
area.
remind me, like, that's the type of shit. O was heavy on that around that time.
But like Coke boys,
This is we was talking about, like, the soundtracks of the streets and like the things that go on. Like, you feel me? Like right now it's the Black Lives Matter movement, but in that era, like you said, we got the Jeezy with the recession. You feel me?
Jeezy
Like I
played
feel the
part
same
two.
way about that album as what he talking about. You feel me? Like
And
you getting
Gucci too.
certain-
Shout out to Guwap too. That's one of my
Definitely.
influences too.
I never was on Gucci
Guwap
back
is the
then.
greatest
What?
A&R of this generation
You
right
think
here.
so?
Yeah, he
Gucci
influenced
got
a lot.
the
And
Gucci
Weezy too.
artist.
Definitely give it up to Weezy too.
Yeah,
Because when he
yeah.
had the mixtapes out back in
Yeah, Weezy.
05, 06, I was there, bro. I was out there in the streets running wild, hearing all this.
But how could you say,
clearly.
like, all right, who Gucci bought out?
Gucci
He
brought a
stepped
hell of
the
people.
Migos, rich homie.
Young Thug.
Young Thug, motherfucking what's his name? What's my man name? Migos,
Pee Wee Long
Rich
Way.
Homie, yeah, Scooter.
Yeah,
I mean,
Scooter.
can he really?
Definitely.
I mean, do he
I
really
think he
get
has-
credit
I
for
think-
bringing those people out? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying,
embrace him.
the
They
first
definitely
one- he
embrace
was
Walker,
the first one to
right?
put him on.
Yeah, Walker too.
Walker,
So you
Slim
said-
Duncan, Mario,
so-
rest in peace, man.
what I'm trying to clarify is because he do a feature.
Yeah, I'm talking
or-
about fuck. He to be the first one as
to endorse him, basically.
Yeah, like
co-sign him and
dope,
shit.
like, you feel
He
me?
be co-signing nigga. I got you.
Yeah, that's what
I got
I
you.
mean.
Yeah, cause Jeezy, you know, I don't know. Jeezy tried to do it. It ain't
I
really,
think
it ain't really work out for
He
him.
really kicked off with was YG.
YG, yeah, it ain't really work out for him like that. Some people, you know, it don't
And
work
I
out
think
for.
that just YG song just happened to catch on. Like,
Yo, it's interesting. Like I'm interested to see how your lyrics and music. I never heard your music because honestly, he like kind of the first artist that came up here to say that specific genre, right, and explain it the way he explained it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So who
that
your
was
favorite
pretty dope.
artist right now? Like some new niggas that came out.
It's a
probably
lot of
last-
new wave. I like the P&B rock. I like the Lil Uzis. I like a lot of Philly artists.
Yeah.
Philly got the most rappers.
Yeah,
man.
they always had that though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got a
Even
lot
if you
of
go back to
spitters.
Beanie Siegel and all them dudes, Oskino was one of my favorite rappers too. So
he got great storytelling. Yes.
yeah,
Shout out
Big
to those
and
guys.
Big and Pac and all those dudes as well too.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I got a question for you before I pass you back the mic. What can you say is your favorite Lil Wayne mixtape?
Ooh,
The Droughts, all the droughts. Yeah.
The Droughts was hard.
Suffix. for me.
Suffix, yeah, I was just about to say that. Suffix is definitely
I
my
got
favorite.
put on Lil Wayne at a young age due to him. Like I was like coming to school, like yeah, like B put me on this, like
But what's your favorite mixtape? Got to be like No Ceilings or something like that.
what? That's Wasted. Which one was Wasted on? I think that's
No
Ice.
ceilings.
That's No
Ceilings.
Ceilings.
No ceilings, yeah.
Like Rolling. That's all No Ceilings.
I know that
I had, like,
that has
this-
to be your favorite mixtape.
But then
said,
I
"I
started
influenced
listening.
you, I know.
But then I started listening. Like I got little like Dick Pleaser and those other old like. Then I got into those mixtapes. The song,
I
the song.
introduced- I know
like,
what you're talking about.
fuck, like,
I'm like, damn.
I know, like I can slowly
Yeah, I clarify that a little
You
bit.
see,
Like, damn, I
B-Face,
introduced
that
you.
joke was hilarious and that was priceless.
All right, next.
Yo, Mars, zoom up on his face when you do that. That joke was hilarious.
All right, no,
I don't want people to think I influenced you. You gotta clarify some shit like that. You feel me? Real talk. Speaking of clarification, you feel me?
no
This
bad
is
about it.
this is suffix for me too. Word up. How many mixtapes you got out right now?
I got 10 mixtapes out and I'm about to put out my first album in November. So I've been around for a minute.
So how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping since like 2007, really. I've been performing since 2007. I've been around a lot of different faces and did a lot of different things.
So you said, go
No
ahead.
bad. How old you is now?
How old am I?
Yeah, like.
I don't really like putting my age out there, but I'm over 25. I'm over 25.
All right, that's good. But
Less than 30. So I'm just playing.
but speaking like but coming from, you said you grew up, you know what I mean, going through the group home system and all that. You know what I mean? coming from that like traumatic experience, or I'm assuming it's a traumatic experience. You know what I mean? How do you find the time to get influenced? Excuse me. How do you find the time to get influenced to be able to write and hone in your craft when you're going through such a traumatic experience as a child? You know what I mean? Because it would be more things to have your mind on. You feel what I'm saying? Like basically trying to get a home or some shit like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But how did you find the time to be able to practice on your craft doing that?
Well, it was definitely hard because it was a lot on my mind. You know, your family, you making like your family supposed to be there, but you know, shit happen, whatever. But to answer your question, the streets really, because guys in the street that see me running with like the little crews and getting into trouble and shit like that, they was like, yo, bro, you got a gift with that rapping, you should do something with that. And I'm an artist too, so they used to see that, but they see me also wilding out with the little homies. Yeah. So they'll be like, yo, bro, you gotta put that, don't let that go to waste. So that was always in the back of my mind. And plus, I gotta thank God because even though I was with Dyfus, I almost was put in the foster home, but they found a way to put me with both of my grandmothers, my mother, and my father. So that's why I say I'm from Jersey City and Newark, because I was with my mother in Newark, go to school during the week, and then the other half of the week I had to stay in Jersey City because we lived in the projects in Irvington, Crescent Lane. Okay. She lived in the senior citizen park. So at that time, you know, you can't have people stay there. Yeah, so they had to figure out a way to balance it out. Yeah. And we was cool with security anyway, so that's why I say that.
Yeah, they let you know when they coming and shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm from Midtown between Bergen and Fairmont, Monticello.
Okay.
I don't know none of the neighborhoods in Jersey City and shit.
But yo, like honestly, that's a dope thing because like I actually like work in that like field, you know what I'm saying? Like I mentor kids at like state home for boys, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I do, and that's pretty. You got a lot of resilience. You gotta have a lot of resilience because there ain't no way.
Yeah, to come out of a situation and be able to, you know what I mean? Be able to just,
you feel me?
Come out of that with a level head, basically. Not even to go on and be a successful artist or anything. Like a lot of people don't even come out of situations like that, or even just being in a fucked up situation, period. A lot of people will come out just being a regular person, never mind successful and shit.
Right. You put drink every day.
Facts.
Facts. Like, all right, when it comes to artists, you got like independent route, or you got the label route, which is a big argument. You feel me? The labels, you know, you could get billboards and you could be on fucking Jimmy Kimmel late night and all that shit.
2K probably.
2K. Like independent artists could get on.
Yeah,
2K.
2K. All right.
But,
Madden too. Yeah.
But you know, all the shit you get with a label versus independent, you know, you gotta put your own money up. You know what I mean? You reap more benefits, but I'm pretty sure you know the difference. What would you choose over, you know what I mean, independent or sign a Def Jam or some shit like that?
You gotta go what's best for your situation, really. You can't really call it. You just gotta keep grinding and putting your shit out. You know what I mean? Because these labels, being that the independent scene took over, they more worried about your numbers. They not even really focusing on the talent no more. They just want to see how many numbers you got, how many followers you got, because that add the revenue. But at the same time, these motherfuckers be buying views and all kind of, you know, shit, the finesse. So to answer your question, I'll just go whatever the best situation. Whoever going to pay attention to me as an artist to see my vision and get what I'm trying to do out here and see that I'm repping Jersey seriously.
Yeah, cause it's hard to find them people who believe in you like that. You feel me? Like, and then a lot of times you could believe in somebody in the beginning. They could believe in you in the beginning. Everything could be all good. And then years down the line, it could go all bad. Like, look at Lil Wayne and Baby. You feel me? Now we got Migos versus QC.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that shit is crazy. Like,
I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? Kind of took me back a little bit.
I'm not surprised at all. Nah.
It's like it's a business.
It's business. This is business. This is music business, man. I don't give a fuck if like CEOP acted like that they father figure, nothing like that. Like, at the end of the day, this is business. And at the time, Migos could get away with stuff when you the head artist on the label. A lot of stuff you could get away with. And on top of that, quarantine never happened before to now. So you know what I mean? You sitting home for 2 months. These shows not coming in like that. And I don't give a fuck how rich you think rappers is. A lot of rappers, they not as rich as they show you.
They used to spend it too much. Their lifestyle so fast.
This is what I'm saying.
It's
So
a lot
now,
of material value too.
So
like,
now once you got to sit down for a month or two, no shows. So now you start
6, 7.
Exactly. Now you start looking at. You know what I mean? You start checking that Wells Fargo app a little bit more now. You start checking them. You know what I mean? You calling your lawyer, telling them to check your books a little bit more. You feel me? You looking like these bills coming in, ain't nothing really. You feel me going out? So I'm starting to check, see what's going on.
Balenciagas don't look as crisp as they used to look.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm wearing
So
shit a lot
now, you feel me? So now you looking. You know what I mean? Now you starting to get paranoid. You starting to question people around you. And who you gonna blame? You gonna blame your label, the people paying you. It's just
but
natural.
shouldn't you have like a personal attorney or a lawyer, like literally?
I mean, you should, but a lot of people sign these contracts in the beginning, and they still in the same contract.
Right,
It's not
right.
like the NBA. 3 years later, you get to renegotiate.
Yeah,
You still in that same
But you should
contract.
have your. I feel like a music lawyer, like like one of the lawyers for entertainment lawyer, personally for yourself.
It is, but a contract that's good today for you, it might be the greatest contract in the world right now. But 5 years later, you're not gonna feel the same about that contract.
But I think that's up to the entertainment lawyers like having your back.
Yeah, but how you
They
gonna
ain't gonna
trust?
really know what you
It's
gonna
the
become,
music
though.
business. These motherfuckers not gonna have your back.
Yeah.
That's what they was trying to say about the whole QC thing. That QC they had the same lawyers. You're not supposed to do that. The label not supposed to give the artists the same lawyers.
Confidentiality,
So when
yeah,
they
HIPAA
found
law.
that out, then they started finding out. But they probably was reading them orders and shit and was like, damn, we getting jerked out of a lot of money.
See, but that's the problem.
Because
with
it's
the
cheaper to get the same one.
That's the problem with coming in it as a family. You feel what I'm saying? You coming in and looking at it as a family instead of establishing
It's business.
this is business. Like,
Right.
even though you showed me love, you feel me? Like, you showed me hella love. You signed me when you didn't have to and all that type of shit. At the end of the day, though, it's still on the artist to look at it as a business.
It is.
And don't get too caught up in all the bullshit. You feel
But that's
me?
why I think like, especially that field, like the entertainment lawyer, need more us. You know what I'm saying? Like in that.
Shit, lawyers, period.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
even-
But
I'm about to say, they just need
especially
more good people, man.
Good
That shit, 'cause,
people,
yeah,
but
'cause-
like good
'cause us
people.
niggas was just
Yeah,
easy. Look at
good-
Don
good
King.
But not all the I
This
think
is millions
I think
of dollars,
it's
billions of
depends,
dollars, $1 billion industry we
And
talking about.
motherfucker, I'm talking about niggas be went to Harvard, went to all type of schools and shit. Like they really know how to rob you without you even saying this shit though. Like though, you feel
Yeah.
me? You like, yo, the
Yeah.
fuck? You gotta really, as soon as you start talking to motherfuckers, you start Googling shit. Like everything they say, like as soon as you feel me?
And a nigga probably would have never thought that'd happen to the Migos, especially 4 or 5 years ago when they was on top of the world. But now look, the label you got, Lil Baby and City Girls is now priority. Like,
And you gotta understand, a lot of these artists are coming out of poverty, so they don't. When you get in that advance and when you getting that big money, you not looking at the long run or reading them
Exactly.
fine prints and all of that
That's what
shit.
it
So
is.
that's why a lot of them be getting jerked like that.
what's good today might not be good tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, you right.
How you feel about that, Jazz? You feel about getting
City
jerked?
girls are ass.
Damn.
Hey yo, what's up with Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, man?
He shot the bitch in the foot, right?
Before we get on that,
Damn, bro.
before we get on that, I
What?
just feel like with the city girls, like I mean, like that's
It's hood
Okay.
rap music.
It's negative
yeah,
influence.
like I mean,
I
it's,
swear.
But
like
you
it
need that
is, like
sometimes.
yeah,
Nah,
but
you don't need that.
one
You
or
need some
two
hood rap
songs is
music a
okay.
little
One
bit.
or two, but after that, bro,
A
it's
whole
come
fucking
on.
talking
album about
about that's all
finessing and
they-
fucking.
I mean, like,
City girls, that type of vibe is made for the club. Blueface and all them type of people, they made for
Word,
the
you
club.
playing it on the
Yeah. I
radio
don't-
and stuff? Come on, man.
no, I think City Girls is needed. I just don't think they need to make albums.
It's
Yeah.
girl. It's
But
girl.
But how can you
that-
say that,
Singles.
right?
I can't
No,
say
some
that,
people
yeah.
do that. Look at what's my band name that only makes singles and shit? OT Genesis. He made a
Nah, you
career
right.
off of. He don't drop it. When did OG Genesis drop an album? Never.
Question time. If your daughter was of age, 16, 17.
No.
Hell no.
Look,
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
listen.
Like, okay, you gotta
So
be.
expect it.
No, I don't even know what you're asking. Go ahead.
City girls, they popping.
If
Oh,
your
go
daughter
ahead.
was 16, 17, City Girls.
What,
She in the
listening to
room
City
bumping
Girls?
City Girls on TikTok and shit.
Yo,
like,
I mean,
You hit it right on the nail.
right,
keep it
a
100
real
though,
ass
like,
bitch,
I
give a
mean-
fuck about a nigga.
How can I really get like I was 10 listening to DMX though? Like I understand. Like
Right. You can't be a hypocrite.
This is
Can't,
what I'm
you
saying,
can't.
like-
That's
You
true.
gotta, you know what I mean?
I mean,
I knew all
you,
them niggas lyrics
didn't you
too,
just
like,
say
you
you
feel
was and
Pop
this had to
too.
be elementary listening to Dick Pleaser? So what's the difference?
All right. You right. I damn sure was too young to be hearing that shit. You
You
right.
feel me? Like,
Yeah. You right.
and
You
look, you
right.
turned out okay. So what's it? You feel
I'm
me?
sorry. I'm well. I'm
turned
not
out
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yo, you know what I think it is? I think the parents need to do their part, explain certain things to these kids. Like, yo,
Exactly.
this is entertainment. I know you're gonna listen to it with your friends. You're gonna be exposed to this stuff, but at the same time, you need to understand what's what, and to know when you get around us, you better watch your mouth. That's
You
what
got it
that's what's
down
missing,
pat.
and a lot of things will be calm. Like these kids don't
'cause
understand them.
Yeah, cause shit, it's
Brother, you got it
it's
right on the
grown,
pat,
it's,
man.
It's
That's for
grown
real.
people who believe these artists wholeheartedly. Like, you feel me? Like, they believe they rich and all that shit. Like, but Tory Lanez though, like, what happened to my boy?
I
Like,
don't know what's up with bro, man. I guess that's you that's like a sperm cell that make it through that egg womb and shit, right? And get up in there. As soon as you get right there, he just
fuck he going with this?
he just kill himself like type shit like that. Instead of like doing his job like,
instead
you
of
feel me?
going, he
like you
won,
get right,
but he-
yeah, you just beat the odds by billions, my nigga. To make it in rap though.
The
You know how
nigga
hard
just
that
beat
shit
a
is?
billion sperm cells.
I'm just saying
that's
that's like rap though. Like trying to make it in rap, that shit hard as hell though, bro. Like
Nah,
keep
you
running
right.
with you, like you feel me? And
So
then
you
it's-
think he done?
I'm saying I ain't gonna say he done, but I'm just saying this.
I don't think he done.
This
We
can't
gotta
help.
see. We
This
gotta
can't-
see.
This can't help, right?
We gotta see.
We gotta see what the details of the story.
Yeah, you gotta keep watching the story.
I don't think he's done though, but what I do think is that these
That's hard as hell.
celebrities and shit, I don't understand what it is when it comes to celebrities always want to deal with each other. I don't get that. Like, you want,
They
like,
be together. They become another status symbol for them. Like
I get it. I get the benefits and I get the downside of messing with somebody who's not a celebrity. But still, it's still like come on, bro. Like what are you doing? Like, why would you, like, I want to know what scenario warrants shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. Unless it was absolutely by mistake.
them Canadian niggas different, man.
It had to be absolutely by mistake.
Allegedly, word up. Them Canadian niggas really different.
All right,
Man.
let's say she wasn't digging him at the end of the night and she wanted to leave. Like, why? You gonna shoot the bitch in the foot?
Phone keep going up, texting too much. Somebody she gotta
Shoot
go.
the bitch in the foot. Money back, yo, on the other line, huh? You gonna shoot the bitch in the foot? Yo, what type of shit is this nigga on though?
I don't know,
But
man.
they say Kylie Jenner was in the car.
And you see how Kylie, she got a
Her
win.
shit got erased.
Huh.
She's a billionaire. And
I'm
we
not
would
here.
never know if
I'm
she
not-
was really in the
huh.
car or not.
So you a little drunk. You shouldn't get in.
We would
But
never
she
know.
she ain't stopping from going in the
You
car.
think Tory Lanez a lame nigga? Like, I think he be acting like a lame
Yo,
sometimes.
you know one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep it 100. You can go back and look at his interviews. First interviews, my man was like, you know, I'm not a street nigga.
Still niggas rhymes and shit too.
I'm not a street. No, this is what he said. Look at it. He was like, I'm not a street nigga. You know, I really was not. I ain't never sold no drugs. Never sold nothing. I understand what you gotta say, the statute of limitation, but I'm saying, like, you dig what I'm saying? If you gonna say that and then get on the record, now I told you all these other.
Yeah, all that dope boy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That, and you know that was my thing to him. Like, I was like, you know, like a little like, I don't know, you a little flaky. You a little flaky.
Yeah, Tory Lanez, I don't know. You from Toronto or some shit?
Yeah, I think Canada or some shit.
Yeah, I don't understand the culture and shit. Shout out to Toronto though. Shout out to Drake and all that shit up there.
Word. He killed that
Niggas got
grease
this shit on lock.
I ain't gonna
But
hold you.
Avarex, I see you got Avarex on TV on YouTube right here. What's that about right there? That's just where your music at?
That's my YouTube channel. Like, I always tell people, when you ain't doing shit on a Saturday, eating some cereal, breakfast, whatever, roll one up and go watch my story. I've been on YouTube since 2005.
Oh,
so
word.
you can really see how long I've been grinding with this shit.
So this basically, you basically got your timeline of your music.
Yeah,
like,
I got my timeline. I actually got a documentary, like a little mini movie called City Boy USA.
Okay.
And you can see, I got little vlogs, like, you can see me running around, performing in front of different people, and it's just a lot of stuff on there. You just gotta go check it out.
So what's some of the people that you met throughout your journey and shit like that?
Man, I met a lot of people. I performed in front of Cardi B back in 2014 when I got out the shelter. I was in the shelter for a year. I did like 2013. I got out 2014.
How that come about? How you come about performing for Cardi B?
Yo, it was crazy. I had a manager in Queens, so I used to be in Queens a lot. I used to be in New York a lot too. I still be in New York. Shout out to New York. And he was telling me about Cardi B, like, yo, it's this chick from the strip club, because he been in all the clubs. So long story short, he was like, yo, Cardi B gonna be there, whatever. I was like, I bet. So when me and my guys, we was just laughing about this last week. My cameraman, we pulled up, she was right there. I didn't know who she was, but we was smoking or whatever. I seen her. She was like, yo, who this cool dude? Like, it was funny. And then she got to see me perform. Mano was there. I got to perform with Wiz Khalifa a few months before Black and Yellow came out. I didn't know who he was. Same thing. I didn't know who he was. I heard the songs.
He was performing with you, basically.
We had a showcase in New York.
Yeah.
And it was called, I think it was called Faces in the Crowd.
Yeah.
And we had a show the same day. So he was the headline. You know, like how they had guest artists?
So
he was still grinding.
Okay,
he was a guest artist.
So at this time, Cardi B, like, wasn't the Cardi B we know at this
that's
time.
what I'm saying. A few months, that's what I'm saying. Wiz, a few months before Black and Yellow popped off, that's when I performed with him. And then Cardi B, before she got on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, this was, she was the Instagram
few months,
chick.
yeah,
like,
when she was still doing the Instagram. And I didn't know who these people was at first.
That's dope though, to
Crazy.
be in the room with these people and just and to see that shit happen. That's dope. Like that's dope. So who else you performed in front of?
Lil C's, I performed in front of him. I performed in front of Riz Dollars from Love and Hip Hop. Like 2 times.
He ain't try to sign you, he tried to sign
he actually wanted to do some shit with me, but it was a lot going on that day because some artists didn't get to perform and it just got real ugly or whatever. But
would you fuck with him based on like the shit you see on the show and shit?
I asked a few people about him, but I mean, you never know, man. You just got to see what it is.
The show, it could be like dramatized and shit. You know how the shows be and shit, like.
Right.
Cause like based on the show, I don't see how somebody would even want to fuck with him on some music shit. But
you gotta understand, he been around. He was under Diddy Camp and Bad Boys, so you know when you come from that cloth. You know how to do certain things.
Easy marketing right there.
Right.
Yeah, that's easy marketing.
Right, but I still wouldn't sign a Stevie J though. That's just me.
Nigga stole one of Biggie old coats, man. You seen that shit, that picture, yo?
Oh, he did?
Come on, man.
He stole his old wife too. Shit.
Man, he had a big old coat on and that shit.
You say he stole his wife?
He did. Shit. He married Faith.
I ain't gonna say he stole his wife. Biggie been dead for like 20 years now. Like, come on.
I mean, I get it.
Come on.
Like, come on, man.
But the coat I'm talking about, that's what I'm more concerned about. You feel me?
So 20 years is long enough. We established that.
He's a picture. He got a big ass coat. Yeah,
We established 20 years long enough. I just want to know.
You don't never get
I just
married.
want to know.
3-4 years, like, what? Like,
I just want to know. This is not for me. It's for the sake of Kodak Black and all
how
that.
you know that man though, like, you feel me?
So if you don't know the man, so all right. So if
it's like somebody you know, like your bro or something like that, man, that shit is off limits. Period. Like, you feel me? It should be like, I mean, but
20 years from now, if that's your man, all right. I want to know if your man's passed away, right? 20 years later. You see his girl again, and it's 20 years later. She done been married, remarried, and divorced between that. They still off limits?
Yeah.
Still
off limits.
20 years later, still off limits?
You still on Facebook, you still on Instagram. All right,
I'm gonna ask how the kids doing. I might even if you need something, I might get you that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. But that's about it.
Yeah, it's off limits. I'm pretty A-Ray. He nodding his head. He's off limits. For
him. But you gotta keep in mind, you don't really know their relationship with Stevie J and Big. You don't know if they was really cool like that. That's another thing too.
Yeah,
but that's my, like you said, if that's my man's. Listen, when my brother, if we close like that and that's your girl, yo, sis, what up?
Yeah, he could have just been a producer because we don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to Nick Cannon, man.
Man, for real, man.
Shout out to my boy Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? Nick Cannon,
I'm kind of mad at Nick right now.
I fucks with you,
Nah,
Nick Cannon.
I ain't mad at Nick, yo.
I fucks with Nick Cannon.
I ain't going front, yo.
He ain't do
Nick,
nothing.
Hold on.
That whole
Before you
influence
start,
is
hold on.
influencing my
Before you
my
start,
future, nigga.
Before you start, I just want you to know, I don't want to get shut down today. So I'm gonna just say that.
That is.
All right, let's keep going.
That is.
No,
Cannon.
I say Nick Cannon, his situation is influencing me, right? Like, all right, I'm finishing up my master's, right? So I applied to a law degree. You feel me? I got accepted a couple universities. You feel me?
Okay.
So that's why I was talking about entertainment lawyer. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm really thinking about that. But that situation with Nick Cannon, now it just put a fire under my ass to like really kind of pursue that shit. Cause like I feel like his lawyers, his people behind him would have his back as far as with that contract. Because like, bro, like,
I mean,
Come on,
It's
man.
Viacom though, like
It's Viacom, but yo, the first time, bro, this man run billion-dollar corporation, and you fire him the first time. Nah,
Can you
bro.
explain what happened?
all right, Nick Cannon, he was on his podcast, I believe. He
Professor Griff. Shout out to Professor Griff.
Yeah, Professor Griff gets you in trouble.
Every time.
You know, Nick Cannon, you know, he's coming into a space of consciousness. You know, it's, you know what I mean? He started back with the Kaepernick. That's when I first started really seeing
He
it.
been for like that for some years now.
Yeah, it's been like that for some years. You know what I mean? But, you know, it develops over time. The more information you get, you know what I mean, you become more wise. You feel me? More woke, as they say. So, you know what I mean? He made some comments about black people is the real Hebrews and all that. And I just think if he probably wouldn't have said real Hebrews and just said black people are Hebrews, I think it could have been taken a different way. Because once you say real Hebrews, now you're saying something has to be fake.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I believe that's what the Jewish community took offense to. Now my thing is now you on Viacom. We know what Viacom is. We know what they own.
You feel me?
Basically every channel on your TV they own. Basically. Every single
And
one
your
of them.
radio too.
Your radio, all that. It's one company. They basically own all that shit. Like, so I mean, like, I think that would be expected to get fired. Like, you don't think so?
Just like shut up and dribble, right? That lady that said that.
No, but
I'm just saying she was on the news saying that.
But look at her
No.
color, and I think another thing too, because he wasn't aligned with certain stuff he said. Because I heard this back in high school. I had a black Jew teacher telling the same thing he was saying like how the white people got put up in the mountains and became savages. When he said that line, I think that was another spark too.
Yeah.
I don't think my whole thing is whatever he said, as long as he stand on it, as long as he didn't expect, a different outcome, I'm cool. Like as long as you come on, bro, you gotta expect that's gonna happen. Like you gotta have a backup. I'm pretty sure he not gonna say what it is, but pretty sure he got a backup plan.
You're saying like he been want to get out.
He had to. If you say that, you have to. Like you have to know what's gonna happen. Like
I can see that.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, you have to know.
Why he take it down? He took the video down off his page too now and that. Then.
I mean, like that's a lot of pressure. Like people like these, like
But listen, but this is my thing though. That's one thing I say. I love Farrakhan though. 'Cause he be telling the truth though. Like they don't like that certain section. Don't like with him because he be keeping 100 about him though. He like yo, look how he like y'all
they
can say
can't
this.
stand next to Farrakhan too, which is
He said, yo, y'all can say the slightest shit with them. They would shut you about the littlest thing about them. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
And they would shut your whole shit down. But they got no problem letting you sit there, get up there, call y'all women bitches, hoes, all type of shit. It's no problem. But as soon as you want to get up there and say the littlest thing about them and shit, like, oh, take everything from them. Can't feed his family, can't do nothing. Like, you like, man, what the fuck? Like, you feel me?
Hey, at the end of the day, we have to like. It's just like when the whole gentrification thing. Like, I get it. It's definitely a problem. But at the end of the day, it'd be abandoned houses on the end of blocks for years, and nobody even think about pooling some money together and snatching them up. But as soon as somebody else comes snatch them up, we got a problem.
Yeah, but I also think it's the oppression and depression. You dig what I'm saying? From the racial disparity. You feel me? Like they act a certain way when it's like that, and then it's like that.
That's a fact. But
For instance, I'm be all the way 100, man. Like one of a childhood friend like that I grew up with. My mom was friends with his mom. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak his name, but he was just murdered this morning. You feel me? Down
rest in
south.
peace.
And it's ironic because I work out every morning, and as I'm working out and I'm on my knees praying, this young brother getting murdered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but you will never see that in the news clip. All right, it's too much. It's too many, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's that type of like energy towards us with that, and that builds the oppression. That builds the depression. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. So he gonna say something at Nick Cannon gonna say something like that and fire right away, bang, out the way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It is what it is, bro.
That's
Like,
business,
this
right?
shit, you know
But
this
look,
shit
but
gonna
now,
happen.
Mind you, look though. But look at what you been calling shit though. Look how like other motherfuckers that say shit, they be slow as hell to move on them and shit though. They don't just fire them just as fast and shit though. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, like yo, we know this though. It's like we
That's
know
why I
this.
would never apologize. That's why I never apologize speaking my mind, because they don't give a fuck how you feel, so I wouldn't give a fuck about how they feel.
You right. You right.
They show you hello images of Black Death all day. You can go up there 1,000 times and see that shit. Like, you feel me? I'm talking about just easily.
You right. But
Like-
see, when you excuse me. All right, but when you on someone else's platform,
Yeah.
Definitely.
it's like you on a platform.
Playing house in somebody else's
It's
house.
a job. It's a
Yeah.
job.
You got a job. You created Wildin' Out, but you still like my thing is scrap it. All right, fuck it. All the people that's on Wildin' Out, that's cool. You could take them with you. Like they want to keep the name, let them have it. Go over to Revolt. Call it something else.
You won't be the first one.
You won't. Call it something else.
Prince did that.
Joe Button did it. Academics, he a sucker, man.
Yeah,
He's
but
a
I'm
sucker.
taking it way
stand that
back. Why
nigga.
you think you couldn't
Straight
call
I can't
Prince? They
stand that
said
nigga shit.
the formerly artist known as Prince.
Yeah, because he
Because
he
they
did some
owned the
slick
record
shit,
label
yeah.
of Prince, so he changed it.
He
Like,
did
you
some
feel me?
slick shit,
He been
but-
did that in 92, 93.
When Complex was acting funny with Joe Button and them, Joe Button went over to Revolt, but Academics ain't want to follow him. He wanted to stay employee over at Complex. I guess he liked the way the room looked or whatever it was. He felt comfortable there. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Look at Joe. He done went up. He went up from there.
So it's definitely prosperity.
But we gonna get into Avarex video, man. You want to introduce your video to the people, man? Let them know what's going on.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's my joint, Downtown. Came out from my last mixtape, Kush on McCarter Highway. Check it out. Believe that. Yeah. Damn, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I just got a check and I went downtown. I just seen a couple girls, they was staring me down. I be whipping horns, I be banging my sound. I be cutting them trees, I be blowing it down. I just got a check and I went downtown. I just got a check and I went downtown. Downtown. I be lit downtown. I be spending that green when you see me downtown. They be sleeping on me, thinking I'm a heavy dream. Never seen a script, but when I'm out, I cause a scene. I was in the trap, struggling, tryna get the cream. And I seen more loyalty from a local fiend. Where you went, I went downtown. Got a check, I had to go. Rolling up on with the bro. Whip around, we moving slow. Smoking green, no drinking purple. Not a junkie, I keep a herbal. Kicking squares right out my circle. Not signing shit, we keep a verbal. From the ghetto, I need a cell. On a couple jeans and a belly pals. Make it wavy like you seen it well. My face won't fit if I wear gazelles. Cartier on my glasses. Always looking at asses. Better watch you when you wearing that chain. These niggas was snatching. I just got a check and I went downtown. I just seen a couple girls, they was staring me down. I be whipping horns, I be banging my sound. I be cutting them trees, I be blowing it down. I just got a check and I went downtown. I just got a check and I went downtown. Downtown. I be lit downtown. I be spending that green when you see me downtown. Let's go. Too many cars on 78. Goddamn. Too many cars on 78. Goddamn. McCarter Highway got too much traffic. Goddamn. Hit a U-turn downtown, you can have it. Oh. Downtown. Yeah. Downtown. Downtown. Yeah. Downtown.
Downtown. I was downtown.
Yeah, I was downtown. I really, you know,
Just on the top of the like boom boom like.
Downtown.
just be coming from smoking and riding around, really, and you know, just throwing on the beats. And I was just downtown with money in my pocket, and I'm like, I just got a check, and I went downtown. I just seen a couple girls, they was staring me down. You know, you be at the light, they be staring you down. So it's just, you know, it's just one of them fun records, but I'm still keeping the hood at the same time. It's just repping Jersey.
So when you make your records, right, and you throw in a beat, you find the flow first, or you try to just you try to write the words and the flow at the same time, or you create the flow first and then plug in the words later.
Man, it's so many different emotions, but my process is that It's the mood. You know what I mean? Whatever mood I'm in. If I'm in the mood, I just got into an argument with somebody, I'm writing some shit. Well, I'm really, really rapping.
Yeah.
But if it's a song mode, I'm really coming up with the hook first.
Okay,
I'm coming up with the melody first because that's the key to most of these songs. You gotta make sure your hook is catchy. So when I got that hook, the verses are easy because I come from the whole rapping and battling with niggas and ciphers and all of that. You feel me?
Well, speaking of catchy hooks, Pop Smoke album. It was
Shout out to
Shoot for
Pop.
the Stars. Shout out to Pop Smoke, man. Rest in peace, man. Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. This is out, man. It's a dope album. I like it. You like it? This shit was hard.
Nah, it go hard, man. But you know, I could definitely hear 50 influence on it.
He even
With that
got the
R&B beats, right? You
but
know what I'm saying?
He got a song that's basically like a what you call them shits when they do it over.
Like a remix?
Like,
Yeah, it's like a remix
Oh,
almost.
the Woo song, I think.
Not that
With him
one.
and
It's-
Roddy Ricch?
I
it's
got it
one-
on me.
It's one
I
that's
got
like
it on me.
the candy
Oh, the
shop.
mini man.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
that too.
yeah,
He got the mini man. He got two actually. He got a verse and a song, basically 50 whole style. You feel me?
Cause
But it's dope.
he had his like he kind of like was the protege of 50 in a sense as far as that New York smooth young. You know what I'm saying? Gonna bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? Right in your
I don't
face
know.
type
I think
shit.
Troy Ave sound a little bit more like 50 than Pop Smoke.
Not
so
sound
he
like
definitely-
not saying he sound like it. He
I get what
act
you're saying.
like
Yeah, yeah.
lifestyle, like outside of the whole rapping in the booth. You catch Pop Smoke, nigga going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Troy Ave might be a little scary. You might, you never know. Nigga got shot a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Shit, I don't know. I think Troy Ave acting like he on extra credit right now. I don't think he's scared of nobody.
I mean, he did shoot at a nigga at that club.
This is
so
what I'm saying. Then he
Yeah,
got
I don't think
shot
he-
after that.
I don't know how you gonna act, but
I don't never underestimate anybody.
Especially niggas
I just
who
put
been
that
in
out
them,
to be funny.
especially niggas who been in them near-death experiences, especially two that
Yeah.
close together. He probably feel like he living on extra credit, and them type of people, you know what I mean?
But I only
Dangerous.
say that
It's
with
definitely
Pop being
dangerous.
only 20. Brother was turning 21.
Yeah,
On
it's
the
sad.
20.
It's sad. It's definitely sad.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where was you at 20 doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But they
I
say-
know I wasn't doing that shit.
They
You
say
feel me?
they say they found his killers allegedly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they was a bunch of kids. Killed them. They was like 23 and younger.
like they put out his the dude he was with was posting pictures right before that happened that same day, and it was like you could see the house and everything. Now people you couldn't see the number, but people that's from that area, you know what I mean, or not even from it, like, I mean, you probably been to a party on that block back in the day or some shit. Like, oh, I know that house. That's
You know what kills
you
me
feel
though,
what I'm
bro?
saying?
It's the fact that, like, I don't know if the set and all that.
Gated communities.
But I just know for a
are
fact
must.
the people that was involved in that for a fact was Crip. You know what I'm saying? Had some type of involvement with gang influence, with the gang lifestyle.
I
Yeah, they
don't
was
think
from the
so.
Hoovers. That's the dudes, the kids that killed them. They was from the Hoovers.
You dig what I'm
And
saying?
I think in Los Angeles, something like
You dig what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing that get me. Like, come on,
But
man.
I think just because they might have been from a Crip set, I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I
But
think
that's the
sometimes
thing,
it just
though.
be,
Like, that's the thing. That's
at
what
that
needs
point-
to be.
at-
Like,
I
it needs
get
to
what
be a
you're saying. It needs to
community
be
in
an
that
instruction.
sense.
But at
You know
that
what I'm
point,
saying?
I don't think they looking at it as like a.
Nah, they
It's
looking
like
at the
nigga,
come
he
up.
Yeah, like
up,
he up, we
yeah.
down. Like I
It's
don't
a
think they
lick.
looking at it like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's a
he
lick.
Crip blood or
It's a lick.
we Crip blood. Nah, they looking at
And the
that
thing
nigga's
is,
up, we down. We
If you
going.
if you've ever been in Cali, you know that like you could not cross the street, but you ride up a couple of blocks, you in Beverly Hills, big houses, gated, like you in the good part. You ride back down 3 blocks, Southside Central. It's just like that. It's like if you ride up South Orange Avenue, you got Newark, and then you go right into South Orange,
and it
So,
changed instantly.
Yeah,
like.
and it's that it does, and it's that quick how in Cali. Like I don't know, who did it or like what the whole situation is, but like it's just that quick. Like it's a drive. It's
Then
like a 10-minute drive to get to wherever he was at or whatever. So it's not much of a hike to pull up on niggas.
Then too, us coming from the East Coast, like we used to saying some shit, look, run down, like
To be
they,
the hood,
Yeah,
yeah.
like they shit be look good as hell. Come
Like, look at
from we
Nipsey
coming
Block.
up.
It do. It do.
But that shit is just dangerous.
get
It's like,
right.
look, you feel
Yeah,
me? Is it-
they
you-
get
you-
right.
It'll fuck you up. You look, shit look pretty as hell.
I was watching a vlog of a guy. He was driving through Nipsey Block. This was around the time that he passed. A lot of tourists was going in that neighborhood, and he drove through the block that him and Lauren London took the picture with the tall palm trees for the Puma ad. and the shit look crazy. It look fucking beautiful, like with them tall ass trees all down the line, like with the whole skyline. Like
That
it
shit
look
is
fucking
beautiful.
It is.
But he was saying like, yo, this shit look amazing, but this is the worst neighborhood in LA. Like,
I still think
That shit is
niggas
crazy.
that act like that, that's
He was
slave
so comfortable
mentality.
over there, though. Look how
You
comfortable
was-
he was over there, though.
Yeah, I still think
Man, it
like
was his neighborhood.
behavior like that is slave mentality. You know
What
what I
you
mean?
mean? What you
Slave, like you still in shackles. You might not be in physical, like you can see the
you
shackles.
talking about being in the neighborhood?
Just killing your brother, like doing behavior like that, acting because he's somebody up, not wishing good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like not being like just that behavior. You still in shackles. I don't give a fuck how far you might kill that man and go. You still gonna be in shackles and you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga
Regardless.
that nigga like the black Selena right now. The old girl that killed Selena and shit. That's what old boy Eric Holder. He like the new blacks. He like the dude version of Selena right now. Like I like the nigga the chick that killed Selena and shit. Like you feel me? Or
But nah,
Adrian.
they saying some new shit about that. Like I don't even really want to like they saying like he wasn't a snitch and that's why, you know what I mean. But it's some shit. That's some LA politics that I don't really, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like so I
I
don't
don't give a
even
fuck if
wanna,
you snitch or not, man. You just did some sucker shit, man. You feel me? Regardless.
I mean, is it some sucker shit if he not a snitch?
Yeah. Damn.
Keep it 100
Yeah,
though.
nah, it ain't, cause that's you violate a nigga like that, like, but damn, shit, you.
I mean, like it's sad that it's Nipsey. You feel me? We all love. It's a person that we all love. But at the end of the day, if we going back to the neighborhood, is it like did he do what he was supposed to do? If he not a snitch, I mean, keep it 100. Like this is the shit they say that that you when it come to the streets, that's how he was supposed to handle it.
Yeah, but see that I think that's still like I said.
But that's if you
Shackled.
subscribe to those
I don't know,
type
man.
of
I'm
rules.
keeping it 100 with you, man. Your man's getting about a big ass gang injunction, about to have a meeting with all the sets and shit, and all this goofy shit. Like, why the fuck? Like, I'm talking about.
You
Then
see
you know, nigga come show up when you're
I
doing.
mean, if
talking about you a
anybody
snitch.
deserve a pass, Nipsey did. I mean, for all he did for that neighborhood, if anybody deserved a pass for violating like
Boosie
that,
said it best. He said, man, nigga out there trying to rap. He got trying to sell T-shirts with shit stains on them. Man,
that could be the case too.
That's just like his trademark and shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
He said t-shirts with a
he
shit
said, man,
stain
Boo,
on.
you got to see Boosie talk. Come on, they got a T-shirt with shit stains on them, dog. Like come
That's
on,
his
dog. Like, you
marketing
feel me?
plan.
This what he trying to sound like, bro.
Shitty cuz.
Like, come on, bro. That's what he call himself. Like, yeah, like you see, like, man, come on, bro.
Shitty cuz.
He said, everywhere you go, you see Nipsey over there. Nipsey got the burger joint. Nipsey got the church joint. Everything winning.
Nah, you're right.
got
You're
that,
right.
you feel
That
me?
definitely could build resentment. I'm not saying. I'm just saying in that scenario, if he wasn't a snitch and then everything that we heard is not true. I'm just saying in that scenario, I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But
Sad situation.
Avarex, man, before we get out of here, let everybody know real quick, man, where they can find your music, where they can come check you out and make sure they stay in tune with the movement.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at I'm So Ava, IMSOOAVA. Y'all can go on my YouTube, type up Avarex, AVAREX, and you can see all my videos. Hit me on Facebook on my fan page, Avarex New Jersey. Just follow the kid, man. Stay in tune with me, yurt.
Yeah, make sure you stay in tune, man. Make sure you stay in tune with all of us, man. Sad, you don't want. How was your week though? We ain't get into how was your week.
It was good, man.
Your week was good.
Yeah, man.
How about you? You good?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah.
spent a little money. I ain't want to spend, but I mean,
Man, I do that every
Yo,
day.
did the bookies come? Well, no, sports ain't come back yet, so bookies ain't back
Nah,
yet.
they ain't come back yet, but by the 25th.
What you just playing
baseball.
blackjack right now?
Nah, I ain't no cards, no shit like that. Nah, I'm talking about. I just been
Nah,
a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Should I say? Just dumb shit.
my man, you know what I mean? I get it. Pliable. That's what
I'm
I've
trying
been
to figure out what's exciting. Oh, I went to Antica Grill this week.
She about to talk
Yo.
about lamb chops.
Them lamb chops were really good. I highly recommend.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
No?
We don't highly
okay.
recommend
Okay,
nothing.
we don't have. I do
No,
got
we
one
don't.
thing. I was dog sitting this weekend. My sister, her dog, she went camping, and I'm dog sitting her dog. The dog name is Lucky. Could we get a picture up
No, we
at
can't.
the end of the
Shout out to
podcast for Lucky?
Shout out to
You want
Lucky.
a
Shout
dog
out to
sit?
Lucky.
No,
He
you
better
want-
not be
you
shitting
want a
and
dog
pissing in my
sit?
house. No, I'm good. But shout out to Lucky because Lucky keeps me
I'll pay
busy.
you. I got you.
No, I'm good. No.
Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot. Yo, I just put out my song called "Don't Talk Now." It's on my SoundCloud and it's on my YouTube. Definitely check that out. That's the first single off my album called "Welcome to New Jersey."
Welcome to New Jersey, man. Kush on McCarter Highway, man. You already know, man. Make sure you check all that out, man. My boy Avarex in the building. You already know, man. It's Hot Society Podcast, episode 42, man.
Turn the motherfucker up.
You already know, man. I'm B Hot at Sad Street 4, Queasy's Way, Avarex. First Lady Hot Society Podcast, Jazzy in the building, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, man. You already know we out of here. See you next week.
Yeah.